Any engine will tell you never to go to the smelter's yard. It is the place where engines go to meet their end and provoke enough fear to keep most everyone out. Except the two diesels that work there, Arry and Bert, who reveled in the power that the smelter's yard gave them over the other engines. If an engine could not be found to take the scrap to the smelter's yard, Arry or Bert would venture out to pick it up themselves, a task which they loathed. One day, Arry was called to pick up a load of scrap near the sheds where the little engines lived. "No good layabouts," Arry mumbled under his breath as he swung up the main line. "Can't make a little trip down the line, can they? Pah! I'll show them." Several wagons laden with rusted scrap iron waited in the sidings for Arry. Peter, Sam, and Duke looked on as the diesel slanted over. Arry, realizing he was being watched, snarled menacingly. "What are you two looking at? You're small enough to be toy trains." Peter, Sam, and Duke were most offended. They were small to be sure, but they were certainly not toys, and they had as much right to be in the siding as Arry did. "Who are you?" said Peter, Sam. "None of your business, bud," Arry snapped. Duke had had quite enough. "Don't talk to Peter Sam that way. You must be one of them diesels from the scrapyard. I'm glad our rails don't go there. I couldn't abide having to see you all the time. Take your trucks and leave us alone." Arry was about to retort, but then he realized who Duke was. "You're the lost engine, ain't ya?" "That's right." A devious smile cracked across Arry's face. He then looked at Peter Sam. "It's a shame we weren't able to find him first. Duke would have made excellent scrap metal. And if I heard correctly, he's not running too well now, so we might see him soon." Peter Sam gawked in disbelief. Arry laughed and rolled away with the trucks before either of the little engines could say anything. "Don't listen to him, Peter Sam. Now hurry or you'll be late for your evening passenger train." Peter Sam scampered off to fetch his coaches. He was usually very excited to take his evening passenger train to pick up the passengers from the lakeside. But tonight he felt very worried and confused. What if Duke would have been sent for scrap when he was found? And what if Duke broke down? What would happen then? The normal, jovial Peter Sam was very quiet for the whole trip. He was thoroughly preoccupied with his dear friend Duke. The next day, Peter Sam sat in the station yard waiting for Duke to pass with empty slate wagons destined for the quarry. This was always a sight to behold as Duke charged the hill towards the top station. More than anything, Peter Sam hoped that this would prove to Arry that Duke still had a lot of strength. Peter Sam waited and waited, and finally he heard an engine coming round the bend. But it wasn't Duke, it was Rheneas. What are you doing here? Peter Sam called. Duke isn't feeling well today. I'm pulling his train, Renee said as he sailed past. This made Peter Sam very nervous indeed. If Arry found out Duke was not in service today, what if he did come and take Duke for scrap? Without thinking, he raced back to the shed where Duke was dozing. Good, Puff! Good, Puff! Come on out! You'll feel better if you get out and pull a train. You impertinent scallywag. I'm under the weather today. Haven't you heard? But you can't be ill. If that diesel sees you... Peter Sam started. I'll be taken for scrap. Is that it? Peter Sam looked down at his buffers and began to cry. I don't want you to be scrap, Duke. You've only just gotten here. Duke smiled warmly. His old eyes twinkled. Never to worry, Peter Sam. I'm not going anywhere. You're not? Peter Sam sobbed. I know. I can't be scrapped. That search party found me because they wanted to preserve me. Even one day, if I'm entirely out of puff, I'll still be around. That dirty diesel only said those things because I told him off. Preserved? Yes. All of us little engines are preserved. We're safe here, Peter Sam. I promise. This made Peter Sam feel much better. He stayed in the shed and talked to Duke for a while. Then he went off to find his own train. He felt much better knowing that no matter what, he and his friends would all be together. He also knew exactly what to say next time he saw Arry the Diesel.